What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a special guest in the building. Listen, this gentleman here just put out his new album called Wildfire with 8 fire visuals to follow. You know, we have in the building today, we have King IZEM in the building today. What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, man, we're there, man. Everything blessed, Yeah.
Thank you so very much for coming through to the Entertainment Report podcast today.
Yeah, man. Wanted to be here for a while, It's a show I really enjoy watching. Well, basically, it's good for the history because, at the older artists when we come on the show, is like we're not going to get the chance to see them on a day-to-day basis and even get for reason with them. So just listening to the program and hearing their experiences, it kind of help we in a way too to go about the business. So, I really love the show and the program.
For sure. Thank you so very much. Well, you know, on this program here, we like to take it from the beginning and then bring it right up to 2021. So my first question for you is this. What part of Jamaica did you grow up in, and what attracted you to music in the first place?
Yeah, man. So I grew up in Stone Hill, between Stone Hill and a community called Whitehall. So my grandparents come from Whitehall and Clarendon. So I grew up with my great grandmother, staying with my great grandmother at Whitehall at times, and then I live in Stone Hill. So and what really attracted me to music is, to be honest, I can't really tell you what attracted me to music, but I know that I found some form of therapy in it from a taller time. My grandfather is cousins with Fatis Borel.
Okay.
He always, and he's a music lover, so I guess some of the things come from there because I always talk about the music and them love the classical sounds and things. It was really that. I mean, growing up, just like any other youth in Jamaica, growing up, music is like one of your main influences and one of the main things that's out there. So it's like you can't really hide from it. And, sure. Even if you're not listening in your house, when you go to school, the first thing once you go up on the road, hear the bus them a drive past and the taxi them and the music loud. So, but I really, when I was about 8, when I was really young, that's when I really realized that I love it. From watching a Capleton concert on TV, and then I had some bridgings where I used to DJ at Whitehall. I had some bridgings down there where they did a DJ on the road one day, and it's like I never know say I could write my own lyrics. So when I hear them write them lyrics, I say, oh, we can do this. I'm just go in same time and write something in my hand. And that was the earliest memory I remember of me doing music like that.
For sure. Good one. And even being inspired by somebody like Capleton, that means you have that type of energy and you have a different way of thinking when it comes to the way you approach your music.
Yeah, for sure. Like Capleton and those artists, them have like a flair. Like, to be honest, when I saw Capleton on that stage, I was wondering if it was a god or something. Yeah. Because to me, young really understand what they're going, but I say I beg people with the fire them in the crowd. So I say, yeah man, this something special about this. And Capleton, Sizzla, Kalonji, like we really love those artists. Then Damian Marley, which are different style of reggae, same way. Them kind of artists that we really love,
You understand 100%. So, okay, now with your journey into music, what was the first thing you actually did? Was it that you wrote something? Was it you went to a studio in a competition in school? What was your first thing that you did in music?
All right, so funny enough, I had a computer microphone, like a small computer mic, and for some reason, like when I was in a grade 10 or so, I just really like music, like. And I was made a part with a youth. He was like the main artist in the school at the time. And I was like his road manager basically. So little after that I started writing music at home, and whenever my parents leave the house, I just plug in the microphone and record myself, just one take record myself, and then the night now I'm putting my earphone and listening. until I sent it to a bridge in mind that I met through the other artist that I was being a road manager for. I met another guy, he's a producer, his name is Lucas Music.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent him one of the recordings. I must say, oh, you know you're bad. You have little talent, you're bad and thing. I say, all right. Sound good now, that feel good. Because usually I'm a brother I would send the music to, but my brother him is a hard critic. So he would say, you are foolish, sister. Just move that from out of the place. So when Lucas hear the song now, I'm say, all right. One day him just call me out of the blue and say, come at the studio, I want me to do a song. I'm say, all right. So when I just reach out the studio and I record a song there from that. I never turned back. Yeah.
And when did you record that song?
That was in like 2012.
What was the name of that song there?
My wife, and I would want you to hear that one day, you know.
Why not? I want to know why you wouldn't want us to hear that song there. Why not?
No, man, it's fine. I mean, just the first song, you know, like we had no experience. We just had love, you know, just love for the music. No experience. I never know anything about key or staying on rhythm and whatever, you know. But him just hear me and say, oh, all right, you have a good, I like your sound. Because him that produce like beats for like Cartel and Rhino and other people in the industry and we were in school. So him did have a little thing because he used to work at a studio with an older guy. And so he would engineer for the guy during the days and then the guy would give him like 30 minutes after for himself. So it's between those times now we would really share the studio time and make songs and whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so the song is called My Wife. I remember that. I'm going to search the internet and try to find that song. You could think that it's hidden, but the internet does not forget. I'm going to find that song and send it back to you.
You know, you won't find it because guess what? I had a different name at that time.
Okay. This was going to be my question. How did you get your name?
You know, it's just like through reading and research, and even me and my brother just having conversations. And it was, my first name is Dimitri, so it was Blvk H3ro at first. Izem is a Swahili word for lion. And we just liked how the word looked, basically. And through time now, my brother saying, my brother reason we decided to say we're going to change the Dimitri to King. And the reason being is like, we just really want to show people that self-respect, and we really want to make the youth themselves view themselves like not really for say, oh, them have crown pan them as a king, but just for kind of respect yourself now. And so we approach things different, like in a more of a kingly manner rather than just free flowing, you know.
Got you. And even the spelling is very unique. Why did you choose to go with that spelling opposed to, I guess, your traditional spelling of how it would?
I mean, that's just as you say, like we just wanted something unique. We basically, we're just different. So we want people to know that we are in this generation where you're gonna see a lot of those things. I say, just as you mentioned before, like the Black hero spelling, you know, that's also different. And it might be hard for people to find at times, but it's just something for say, oh, all right, we come from this era. Just based on one name, you can know that.
That makes sense, because you see the trick with it. A lot of people like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, chose a name that they thought was going to be unique or whatever the case was. But now that we're in the internet age, when you try to search that name, you can't find it because it's like a real common name. But I think like a king name, like King IZEM, I can't see somebody else coming up with a name that where you cannot find that name.
Yeah, basically,
yeah. Definitely. All right. So you put out your first song 2012 and you told me your other name, so I know that, so I'm going to look for it. And so then now, what was the next journey leading up to now? Is this your first full body of work, Wildfire?
No, actually, it's my first studio recorded album though. I have 2 projects before that, but I recorded them just in my bedroom. I think in my bedroom during those times I was really just learning the engineering part of it, because you know when I wouldn't have had the money for go to the studio every day, and also we never really have a producer working with, so we decided to say, all right, we could just be self-sufficient basically. We could try and that that even make the process of working with other people easier because I now have an understanding on the basics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That makes sense there because I know you release this right here on your label,
Mm-hmm.
1024.
Mm-hmm.
What does 1024 stand for, and why
Mm-hmm.
did you decide to release this on your label opposed to like trying to go through another label?
Yeah, so the 1024 is actually alright. So that's actually my birthday, October 24th.
I knew
So
you were going to say that. I knew
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, we just I don't know. It just come to me one day and when just 1024. I think this would be a good, unique to me as I say, and then yeah. And why did I decide to release the project under my label? Yeah,
Yeah.
really. It's just a vision, it's just a vision, I feel like me and my brother really, which we really operate the label. We're visionaries and we
Mhm.
kind of look on thing a little bit far out than just now. We not really look on the just now moment. We really wanted to test like what we can do.
Mhm.
We wanted to test what we can do and see how well we can get our body of work out there independently and see what's now the difference between doing it independently and working along with other people, because it's something where we're going to venture into the future by even signing other artists and helping other artists to really make it
Okay.
after we. So yeah, we decided that we wanted to put it out there, and how I have not regretted it.
Yeah.
Um, I see every day we see a steady growth, steady, steady, and even the sounds on that project, it a little different. So it not gonna really
Mhm.
drop in right now,
Mhm.
but in the long run, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, we don't know. But yeah, we just decided to do that.
All right. And what is the real difference between this body of work and any
hmm
other stuff that you had put out before this?
Really, the quality basically. As I said, it's the first studio recorded project. The other ones I also mixed them myself and stuff. So now I have an engineer that did all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I normally take my own vocals as well before that. So this is the first professional project,
Yeah.
if I get what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, so it's basically that, just the quality and
Mhm.
forget other hands in it, you know.
All
Yeah.
right, that's big. And as you said, from you put it out, you see a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff happening
Mm-hmm.
steady along the way. What
Yeah.
what are some of the stuff that has happened since you put out your project?
All right, there's since I put out the project, well, little before I put out the project, I won breakout new cool breakout artist of
Mm,
2020 by Dubwise Jamaica. You know,
big.
yeah. Um, as Protoje added a couple of the songs to his playlist on
Mhm.
Spotify. He also made me the cover of his Spotify playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Uh, Yeah, just a numerous, like we got featured in Reading magazine in Europe.
I don't think you even, or I'm not even sure if you understand how big of a deal that
Mm-hmm.
is to be inside of Rhythm magazine. Because I think that's Europe's biggest magazine when it comes to reggae. And you know that market out there is a
Mm-hmm.
completely different market.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I done that research. Yeah, I know that they're probably the biggest. And
Mhm.
yeah, since the release of the project, we have a lot of new fans. Like we have a lot of fans from in Europe as well, and even in America. I mean, in America, that's where I have the second highest amount of streams from. And
Okay.
then in Germany, which is where Reading Mag is from, and France, then the UK.
Mhm.
So yeah, the project has been doing good, and recently Stone Love, which is a song with featuring Black Hero,
Big song.
that was featured on an album Miungu Ya Music album by a guy called Beat Bopper, and that charted at number 2 on the iTunes reggae chart.
Okay.
So yeah, so that I think that's also another good accomplishment.
For
And
sure.
you know, and I also have an app that I use to check the charting of the songs, and you know we've been doing good around the world. Like we've been doing real good. So yeah.
It's amazing that even in it's almost I tell people that this whole
Hmm.
pandemic has been almost like a blessing and a curse. It's
Yeah, for
been
sure.
a blessing for people that knew how to maneuver it, but it's
Mm.
been a curse because we've all been touched some way or another throughout
Yeah,
the pandemic. We know somebody that passed or
for sure.
something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure, for sure. It gave us as youths a lot of ears, you know, and it
Mhm.
also gave us a lot of time to like network and connect with other people, other artists, because you know, like even Stone Love song, me and Black Hero, we did that like a little bit after the pandemic chipped in, and Black Hero is a youth that I've known from the inception of my career as a reggae artist,
Okay.
you know. Yeah, so I know him for a number of years, and I saw him starting up at that same time and just doing him thing the same way. And like I always wanted to collab with him,
Mhm.
and you know, after the pandemic, him just reach out to me and say, "Yo, I think we need to do a song." I say, "Yeah, man, I have an idea," because I had the
Mhm.
chorus for the song already and the first verse. So I
Mhm.
sent it to him, and him say, "Yo, fire." Then, you know, a little bit from that, we go in at the studio, we shot a video, end up
Mhm.
had to do over another video. The second video was excellent, you know?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened to the first video?
Um, Straight up unprofessionalism with
Yeah.
the videographer, you know, and I'm not even pretty top.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, what we were told that we would have gotten is not what we really expect. Like on the day, like the lateness and just
Mhm.
so you know, Black Hero is out him very outspoken. So he just jump out and say, "Yo, me not like what going on." I say,
Yeah.
"Aye, that's so good." Cause me I
Yeah.
think the same thing. And yeah, we just brush that off and shoot that
Mhm.
other video, and it was just amazing. And you know, that song is my number one streamed song right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it grows rapidly every day.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's a what I like with it, it's almost like
Mm-hmm.
because both you guys are Rasta, I get that, but
Mm-hmm.
it has a very not worldly, it has a very melodic feel to it where anybody could get into it, where it doesn't feel like you know how traditional reggae would sound, okay, Rasta, so we're chanting. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like that. It doesn't sound like that, but it has
Yeah,
that feel, if you
feeling.
understand what I mean.
Yeah. That's what we're doing with the music, because you know I think a lot of people kind of take them only them take the reggae for just the aesthetics. Like them say,
Mhm.
all right, you want reggae artist, you want Rasta, so you sing on the roots rhythm and
Mhm.
you say ja 2 times and you jump 2 times, but
Yeah.
it's more than that. You know,
Mhm.
we have a message that is very important in the music, and really to get it across even our generation, because our generation them not really the tempo of reggae, it a little slow and them kind of more fast paced, so we try to find a way where we give them the same message. So if
Mhm.
people really listen to our music, them will understand say it's actually still about the message,
Mhm.
you know, and that message of Rastafari and that feeling of reggae music same way. So yeah, we try our best to do that,
Makes sense because the beat shouldn't really make a difference. It's what you're saying on top of this because you could
yeah.
have a slow beat and say
Mm,
all type of
mm,
wildness, or you could
mm,
have something where what you guys are pumping right now and still have
mm.
a good message behind the music.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And you know, yeah, I just don't think a lot of people understand that that's what is really important, you know, and not just the
Mhm.
sound. But it is also important for us as youths to try our best to preserve the music as well. So the roots and the dancer, it is also important for us to try preserve that and carry it on as well. You know,
Mhm.
I think everybody we really want to get to the same destination, which is to merge, which is to find a way how we can keep the roots in the music and keep the freshness at the same time without it being too far fetched, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which
that's
was,
the balancing act that you guys are trying right now.
yeah.
All right. I know somebody else you collaborated with right now, and the video
Mm,
just came out a couple days ago, was with Royal Blue.
yeah.
All right. How did you guys come up with that? Because that's another fire track right there, too.
Yeah. It's the same concept.
Mhm.
Same concept with as with Black Hero,
Mhm.
you know? Um Brian Blue reached out to me and as I said, same concept. I know him for a long time, and he's an artist that I respect. You know, as you know, young youth, and we're trying really hard out here, and they've been doing it for a while too. So when him reach out to me and say, "Yo, I like the work we are doing, I like how you're going and thing and whatever," I will reason a little bit and say, "Yo, if you want, you know," I'm say, "All right, may have an idea, man. Don't worry yourself because." As soon you see as soon as I wrote the first couple like words of that song, like I was just seeing his picture. I was just hearing his voice on the song. And I recorded it at a studio called Troublemaker and thing on Troublemaker, like we are vibing at the studio and him like the song. I must say, "Yo, you know, say I think that song I need a collab, but I think you would need an international collab." And him say, "Yo, he might go to see what can go on and whatever. I'm say, "Alright," but in my mind, I always I say Royal Blue. So a little while after now, as soon as Royal Blue link me, I say, "Yo, send me the files." And him send them to me, and then now I went to another studio and I just did them over and I sent it to Blue, and he must say, "Yo, fire," and him just kill it. Like him just kill it. We're going to the studio and we just crazy. And even, you know, as we was talking about the sound of the music and the message, if you listen carefully, that song is a flip of Who Knows, you know, with Chronix and Protoje. That was inspired by that, because, you know, if you listen to the chorus, it say, "I just go with the trade wind like who knows. And me and John number one like who know," you know. So it's like we just show you say with the foundation of the reggae and just even with the things and what people say in the reggae, like we just find a way to re-brand it and just get it in a different lingua, you know. Yeah.
No, definitely dope visuals, dope song. You know
For
what I
sure.
mean? All right. Is it only the Royal Blue and Black Hero collaborations on this project right now?
Yeah, just those two. Just those two.
So did you decide to keep it light on the features to more feature what you're bringing to the table, or what was the thinking behind that way of putting out your project?
Really, I just felt like those were enough. I just felt like those were sufficient, you know. The other songs were done before I got Royal Blue on that track, so I just felt like it was cool. I want to leave some of the collaborations for those future projects, but for now I wanted people to get that King Izem, you know, for understand what King Izem is, and yeah, and that's why we even give them 8 tracks, because a lot of people say no, that's too much for the first EP, and we say no, we'll give them the music, you know. Yeah.
With music, there is no such thing as too much. It's just how you present the package. You understand?
For sure.
Yeah, no. And right now, even the album, how is it doing right now for you?
Yeah, like it's doing, as I said, it's doing well, you know, it's growing, and we're still trying to find different ways of promoting and different ways of keeping it fresh, you know. Like recently I did a live performance of a couple of the tracks them there. So we're just trying to find new and innovative ways of just keeping it fresh up until we're ready to release new music, you know.
All right. And you see the thing with it, since you put out the project, we've all been on lockdown. We haven't been traveling or anything like that. So where is the first place you're looking to really perform this album as soon as we're able to perform again?
That I can't tell, you know. So recently someone requested me to do some shows in the US. I haven't had that visa as yet. But definitely that's one of the places that I'm looking to go. I don't have any specific place that I want to single out, but you know, I really want to take the music even to Africa, just to get that feeling there and the cultural feeling at the same time. And locally as well, like when I go to locally, I really want to get this music everywhere out here as well too. Yeah.
Because you mentioned earlier that you were on Protoje's playlist. Have you connected with him in real life, or it's just been on playlist right now?
Yeah, for sure. Protoje, you know, we highly respect Protoje as youth, and I mean, because we see him look out for a lot of youths, and him not have to do what him do, you know. He reached out to me and let me know that he loved the songs and the project, like the songs, and I actually played him the project before it was released and so on, you know. He helps here and there, like sending my music to certain people, and yeah, so I have to really send a big shout out to him too, because he's one of the persons that will make we as youths just really love reggae music because of what he was doing, and what he's still doing. So yeah, I have to send a big shout out to Protoje every time.
For sure. And how did you connect with him in the first place?
Let me see if I can remember. It was either through I know that he messaged me on Instagram for sure.
Okay.
But I'm not. I think it's Stone Love. He heard Stone Love. He heard Stone Love, and he shared it. He shared it to his story, and he shared himself vibing to it and stuff and thing. Say, all right, not bad. And then a little bit later on, I think it was through Instagram that he messaged me, and then yeah.
What was that feeling like, getting a message from somebody like a Protoje? You know what I mean? What was that like?
All right. Let me see if we can make people understand. Probably it would have been like Damian Marley just wake up, go outside and see Bob Marley and look back. Yeah, because as I say, yeah, because like Protoje is one of them artists that will even make me feel comfortable with my voice, because when I heard him for the first time, it's my brother introduced me to his music, and when I heard him for the first time, he was like, it's like him have a different flow on the reggae beats, and like I even remember when I was going to the studios them in the early days, and the people them would have say, yo, you have to sing like Buju Banton and Ray, but when me hear Protoje voice and film voice different, and I say yes. See, we listen all them albums like from the 7 year each come straight back, and yeah, really respect that artist there. So it's like one of my top artists them right now. Real.
For sure. And who else influences you musically outside of the genre that you make music for? Like, say, somebody like in hip hop or classical or something. Who else influences you?
I love. Firstly, I love R&B music. 90s R&B, because I remember one of my uncles used to play that a lot, like the Monica and the R. Kelly. Yeah, I love those kind of music. But outside of the genre right now, I really feeling that Burna Boy vibe, that Wizkid vibe. I love the Afro beats. Her is a good artist, R&B artist.
I was really in your mind. I was just waiting for you to say that.
Yeah. I really love her music. I've been vibing to her new album. So much artists. I'm really inspired by a lot of artists like J Hus from the UK, Drake. I really love those artists.
It's a real mix of music, and you could tell in your music, because again, as I said, you say Rastafari, but you could tell even individuals. You could say, okay, something is going on here. Something is happening.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I mean?
We really. It's not. Yeah, we really just want to package the music in a way that if we have lacked, or if we have been missing out on that international appeal, we really just want to package back our music so that it can have back a space in there.
For sure. When you put out your project Wildfire, what were your expectations, if any, at all?
Yeah, to be honest, I had no expectations. I know I had a feeling that the album, that the project would do well, but I know where I stood as an artist, like market wise and stuff. So as the name of the album suggests, Wildfire, I just thought about it as something, music that's spreading, and once it spread, you can't contain it, And as I say, every day I check the numbers first thing in the morning and right before I go to my bed. So I know what go on,
Yeah. Refresh.
Yeah, man.
I got you.
Just it. Refresh. Just like that. For sure.
And even the fact that you decided to put out 8 visuals to match the 8 songs. What was the thinking behind it, especially as somebody brand new? How did you come up with that? And what was your thinking behind that?
Yo, it's just respect. We just have to just respect the work we are doing and just believe in it. So I just want to show people, say, yo, man, believe in what I do, because as I say, that one. Because as I say, the sounds different, the styling different, but they want to represent that visually, you know, and make people know, say, oh, we serious about what we do. Me a Rasta. So this are how we move to the songs them. So if you watch the video and you catch the vibe, then you will know how to move to them if you never know before. So we just really wanted people to understand like, what we really are doing. So we say, oh, we just go hard and done. And if you notice, like, we have different songs on the album, like from Cliche, which is the intro track, to Big Shield, which is the last track. You know, Big Shield has that dancehall sound. Wildfire has that dancehall sound, and then like there's a song Hikey, which is a love song that has that little pop vibe to it, that little, you know, and then Like the Rain have that pop dancer Afrobeat vibe to it. Stone Love, you know, that different again, and then Feel It is an emotional song kind of with the R&B influence. So we kind of give the people them everything, you know.
Yeah, it's a real mix, and that's a real good intro for the world to really see, okay, you know what? This is what I'm bringing here. So yeah, you see the album, it's a real feel-good album of a mix of everything, and I feel that displays your personality. Like, this is who I am. You understand?
Yeah,
this is what I like to listen to and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. I did it from that perspective. Like, this is me. This is King Izem. You know, this is what I listen to. This is what I'm influenced by. This is what I like, and this is who I am. So you get that Rasta, you get that Rastafarian message. You know, you get that dancer, because you know, in the earlier stages in my career, I always said that I wanted to be one of those artists, just like Buju Banton, where you can play in the dancehall and you can find him in the reggae, you know. So yeah, I really, dancehall is one of my, and I started out doing dancehall music as well too. So you know, dancehall is one of my loves. So we'll try to influence to mix that with the music that we do, you know, for sure.
For sure. Even with thing there, Rastafari, when did that step into your life? When did you say, okay, this is the path I'm following in my life right here?
All right, you know, to tell you the truth, like one day, I get up, I always wear my hair in an afro, so one day I get up, I comb my hair, and the whole of the teeth of the comb and broke in my hair and things. So, so I just, when someone say, all right, I just wash my hair and whatever, try my best to make it look like all right, I'm go out on the road, and you know, like, I don't know, I just feel like I never want to do that again, and then, you know, I realized the ear start lock itself, and then now after that I started, during that time I was being introduced to reggae music as well, you know. And then I started to research about Rastafari and thing, and I felt a good connection to it, you know. And yeah, like even my mother's father is a Rastafarian. We never spend much time, but I always admire a few things about him whenever I saw him, you know. So yeah, for sure.
So it's like Rastafari found you didn't go looking for it, it came looking for you type of thing.
I would say that, you know, I would say that because it's not force or anything. It's a movement that I really respect, you know, and I think that it is very crucial. It's very crucial for our people to even have an understanding of it. And I know a lot of people quick for shun it because they must say, oh, no, for say the man of God and blah blah blah. But I mean, just try to even understand why them say that. You might not agree, but try to understand, and then try to understand who this person was, because it's very important to the development of our race, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming up, top 3 collaborators that you would like to collaborate with right now. Okay, I got a better one for you. I got a better one.
Yeah.
I need 3 local and 3 international.
All right, not bad. 3 local. All right, Protoje, that will be one for sure. We get the Blvk, we get Royal Blue. Let me see. Protoje, that will be one. So much artists, man. You know, man. Let me give you 5.
Okay,
Let me give
fair
5
enough.
local. Yeah,
All right.
so I just say Protoje. I like Jesse Royal's music. I
Mm-hmm.
like his message and his words. Um, boy, I'd say Luciano too. You know,
Okay.
I love the messenger. I like his music in the morning. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
like his vocals and stuff. Um, ooh, who can I? There's so much artists and I'm not really want to.
No, you're
Um,
not. Remember, you're not singling
no,
out. This is just off the top of your head. Nobody.
yeah.
Yeah, just five.
All right. So Agent Sasko is another one that I really like.
Mm.
I'd say Lila Ike
Mm-hmm.
is another one that I like as well. You know, as female. That's a five. Like we can really go on and on and on and
Mm-hmm.
on. You know, Popcorn, Governor. Like, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
collaborations that I like. You know.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm-hmm. And
how about internationally? No.
Burna Boy, number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that vibe. And I think we can relate culturally. Culturally, we
Mm-hmm.
suppose we can relate and share some good messages.
Mm-hmm.
Who her? I'd have to put in her again because I really
Mm-hmm.
like. I don't know. I just like that type of R&B. Mm, there's an artist that I like. His name is Blast. He's a hip hop artist.
Okay.
And I'd add in Young Blue too. I like Young Blue.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. So you again, even your collaborators aren't. It's not just one. It's not just one group of people, but it's
Mm,
several different genres that you
yeah,
would
for
like
sure.
to collaborate with. You understand?
Yeah, man, for sure. Like, yeah, we really love music, and we feel like, you know, we think about it like this: if there was an artist, if there was a set of hip hop artists that sang like the messages of like say Rastafari for me, then that would be good. So if it is that I'm able to even like just sprinkle a little bit of that in there, then I would have feel good because if I even check the songs, them like on the project, there's a song called "Feel It," which is a love
Mhm.
song. If you really check the messages of that song, it is actually it's like a reggae song. It's like a Rastafari song. You know what I mean? Because we really tackle the issue of love on a whole. Don't confuse love with jealousy. It's not the same thing.
Mhm.
And just a few messages there hidden in there that's really good. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Very good. What do you want the general public or people listening to your music to take away from your music, and even you as an individual? What do you want people to understand about you as an artist?
Mm, just understand that whatever we do, you know what I mean, is the truth. Like we do what is truthful to us. Me not go come on the track and tell you a lie. Maybe may
Mhm.
tell you a lie in a person, but me not go tell you upon this. Yeah, I
You're
mean,
not
so,
gonna you're not gonna record the lie. You just say it,
no.
and who hears it, but you're not gonna record it.
Yeah, so we just want people to know that the message and the message is true. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whatever we sing with that we mean what we sing about, and we want people to kind of try to listen to music a little bit more, like listen to messages more and try to put them in a day to day life as well. Because I mean, my music is like the messages that come out in the music is through introspection. So
Mhm.
so we have to even acknowledge our flaws as well and acknowledge where we went wrong as well. And, as well as we can identify the goodness in ourselves too. So we put that all out on the music. I just want people to get that energy there from it. And, you know what I mean? Outside of that, just always expect entertainment from King Izem, you know what I mean? We try our best for make the music as fun as possible.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so that's the truth, the love, the message,
Mhm.
yeah, and the entertainment, of course.
Got
Hmm.
you. For for somebody like you, a newer artist in a newer crop right now, how important is visuals and technology for what you're doing?
It's very important. It's very, 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 very important because, as you know, like this generation, like them don't go a minute without them phone and stuff. And the reason why it is important to have visuals is because like it's not everybody have that attention span to really sit down and listen to the music alone.
Mhm.
But and sometimes people will listen to music, but sometimes when you put a visual to it, they then kind of understand it a little bit better or them feel it a little more. So like it's really important now, and I'm not sure if I would be putting out a single like without visuals anytime soon. Anytime
Okay.
soon.
All right.
Yeah, so and yeah, we have a lot of work to do too, but the visuals, it's very important. Like you have to do visuals for your music, and we try to get them innovative, and we try to get the quality. You know, we try to get that quality so people can resonate with it, and you know, like the radio is one thing. The radio is one thing, but television is also a thing. You get me? We just want the music to be heard and seen anywhere and everywhere.
Mhm. Makes sense. Right now, as an artist, what's your favorite social media platform to put your music on, or even to just be on? You think works best for you as an artist?
Well, for me, Instagram for sure. Like for me, Instagram. Yeah, I think Instagram is a good community.
Hmm.
One of the hidden gems. Well, not really hidden gems, but Twitter is also a good
Hmm.
community to really connect with people. Like, but like you do that, that's where people can get to be like friends with the artist. Like you can be like a family. You know what the artist
Yeah.
think, what him do on a daily basis. So we kind of
Hmm.
make people see that vibe there over Twitter, and then Instagram. As soon as we have a music update or anything, we just
Hmm.
share it there. But Instagram on the top for me.
Hmm.
TikTok is also taking over, but for me, the TikTok is a little bit too fast paced. Like we want people to hear the music really, but
Got you.
that is also another great platform that I think artists should be starting to drift to very very soon. A lot of artists have started already. Sorry,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. But even what you're saying with Twitter, you see, Twitter is one of those things where it had a before Instagram and Facebook, that
Mm-hmm.
was basically the big thing. Then Facebook and Instagram came around.
Okay.
It slowed down for a while, and then now
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's a group of people in
Mm-hmm.
particular that really smart people use that Twitter because, as you said, that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the best ways to really interact. It's not really a
Yeah.
picture. It's not really a video. It's more
Mm-hmm.
words. I put up something, you say something back to me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, and Jamaica Twitter community, like it's strong, like it's really strong.
Mhm.
It's strong in opinions too, cause yeah, you have to really know how you approach Twitter, cause
Yeah.
enough over there, but yeah, it's a good platform as well. Yeah,
Definitely. All right. Before I get you out of here, tell everybody where they could follow you on social media and where they could check out your body of work.
yeah. On social media, it's King IZEM. That's KXNG IZEM. So that's King IZEM on any platform. It's as simple as that. Um, yeah. Once you type that in, you will find me, and my music on any digital platform as well, King
Mhm.
IZEM. So YouTube, King IZEM, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Pandora, whatever it is, King IZEM. For sure.
Good to go. One last question I got for you. Out of your
Yeah.
project, 8 tracks and everything. Which one which track is
Mm.
your baby? The one that you hold closest to your heart. It's your baby, you know. Your baby.
You know what I like about this project is that all of the songs for me.
Mhm.
Them all of the songs I'm for that on the project for me, like me like all of them like equally, but some like Stone of stands out.
Mhm.
I love Uno. Big Shield is one of my favorite as well.
Mhm.
Um, the Wildfire here, Wildfire is good because that was the first one I'm dropped from the album, and you know what I mean, like people really accepted it and just spread that one, and the love songs, them me as a man we love song,
Mhm.
so yeah. But yeah, Stone Love is the number one from the album
Yeah.
so far. Big Shield and Uno is good too as well.
Yeah, no, wicked, wicked, wicked project. Trust me.
Yeah.
Everybody that's seen this now, they should go out and check that because believe you me, that project there, especially coming from a newer crop of artists, is one of those
Yeah,
albums where you just put it on and let it
yeah,
play
man.
over and over and over, and you get
Yeah,
a different vibe to all the time.
yeah, man. For sure, for sure, for sure. So yeah, man. It's a really good project, and yeah, that's mother tell anybody go listen to that body at work. No expletives, just
Mhm.
a nice smooth listen. You know what I mean? Music for the girls, then music for everybody, music for the dancehallers, music for reggae, music for the international audience. So check that out, man. We have some great music coming as well. Roots, dancehall, everything.
Good. Can't wait to see what you have coming up. 'Cause trust me, you have a super bright future, especially as a songwriter, as a producer, as
Yeah,
an artist, as a person that wears so many hats.
yeah.
You get it. I find this new crop of artists, you guys really get it that it's cool to
Mm,
go up there and sing on the mic and probably even write the song, but you got to
mm.
go a bit deeper. You understand? And I figured that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah, because you check it even the marketing and every aspect of the project. Basically I'm hands on. Yes, get my message. So like yeah, it's a whole thing like the whole music business. Like we onto it. We onto
Mhm.
it. You know what I mean?
Good, good, good. From you understand publishing royalties and all that.
Yeah, man.
That is what you need to understand.
Key.
And from you understand that, you're gone.
Yeah, for sure, for sure,
You
for sure,
understand.
man.
Any big ups, any final thoughts, anything you want to say right now, the floor is yours before I get you out of here.
Yeah, man. Just stream the project and big up everybody where they on the project and look out for more music from King IZEM. Spread the music. Don't be afraid to play the music. Spread the music. All DJs play the music them from the young artists them the music are going good and you know what I mean. But just want to say just because of the big debate that is in music we just really want everybody we just live together like just know say we can exist together all the older artists them and the younger artists them you know each one can teach one you know
Mhm.
what I mean so we just need to work hands in and just get the music spreading just up on a bigger picture you get me. You want the music to get back its global recognition, even though it not gone, but you know, we want to keep it burning all the time. So yeah, enough shout out and respect to all of the young artists and all of my peers and all of the older artists, the generations and before we and the current generation of artists. Just more love. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Big up yourself. You know, before I get you out of here, you know I'm gonna ask you for a piece of stone love though, right?
So anywhere we pull up here, we make a statement. Things are God bless, we practice patience. One time life up, we smooth out the pavements. And in a we made a rasta get the placement. Spiritual lives out we teach the parents. Inspiring the peers and young generations. We're all one in the same as colonies came from wicked men keep fanning the flames to burn them. And more love, me brother, and more love. We grew rough, but still we know love. Represent for the little youths, them and show love. A unity, me select like stone love. Hey, muscle.
Yeah.
Man.
Wicked, wicked, wicked. Thank you so very
Yeah,
much for coming through. Excellent conversation. I like the way you think.
nice.
And as I said to
Yeah.
you have a super bright future. Can't wait to sit down and talk to you like 5 years from now and see
Ah,
how much you've grown. You
okay,
understand?
for sure, for sure, for sure.
For
Give
sure.
thanks. Thanks for having
King
me.
Izem, thank you so very much. Let me give you an outro and get you out of here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.